a video of me imparting my wisdom on you. I don't have much wisdom. I don't know why people ever think that I do. Like, and this is a thing that people actually think about me as well. It's a common misconception in my life. Okay, well, let's actually try and start serious at least. You know I'm bad at this. Okay, well, my sort of life ethos mindset thing. What's it called? I don't know. Anyway, learn from people. That's basically all they're for. Or the best, like, you can learn from anyone. You don't have to like them. You don't have to have a personal, real connection to them. You don't know if the person who's like randomly sat next to you at the bus stop who starts up a conversation with you and you're thinking, oh, this is a bit dodgy, they might tell you something or say something or just say something that clicks in your head and profoundly affects you for the rest of your life. Talk to people, because why not? Because you are gonna, every single person has experienced different things in life. Every single person thinks differently. You can learn from anyone. You might not learn anything about yourself, you might not learn anything life-altering, but you still have learned something. That's another person's sort of experience or knowledge added to your sort of brain. And at the very least, it's going to give you a better understanding of how people work, which is obviously hugely useful in life. So do that. Learn from people and treat them as something to learn from, you know? You might not like them, but you can learn from them. So that's great. They're a tool. They're helpful. Be honest. Just do it, because you might as fucking well. Talk to people. Have honest conversations with people. There's zero point in having a conversation with someone that you're lying or you're trying to create an image. Don't bother, because you can't maintain it, so they'll think you're a prick, and it doesn't help. That's not how to learn. Wear glittery nail varnish all the time, forever. Can't stress the importance of this enough. No, but really, like, wear things that you can look at and be like, oh, do that. I think that's important, to surround yourself with things that you just glance at them and you're like, oh, good. Like, okay, so I wear sparkly nail varnish all the time because I can look at it and be like, oh, glittery, cool. You know, that's a tiny thing, but at least it's something, you know? It's sort of like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm stood in a queue in a shop and I look to get my purse out and see my hand, oh, glittery nail varnish. It's like a second of sort of happiness, something like that. It's comfort anyway. You know, surround yourself with things that you like to look at, or they're going to make you feel happy in a small way, but it's still significant. You know, you add all of those tiny moments up and you might get like 5 minutes of sort of, oh, in your day, which is better than none. Don't trust people too much, or maybe not at all. I don't, because I don't see the point, but you can trust people, just be careful. As much as it is important to be honest, it's also important to not believe that everyone is being honest with you. Hello, this is jaded and cynical life advice. Don't ever let fear of loneliness keep you in situations with people who are damaging to you. I think, yeah. I don't need to say anything more about that, do I? Because it's obvious. Remember that everything you do is a choice. Like, okay, so let's be serious. I'm being I think I'm doing quite well. So obviously, if you are watching this video, you've probably seen my blog, and if you've seen my blog, you might know that I've had some troubles with self-harm in the past and other ridiculous behaviour that ended me in slightly bad situations. Well, one of the things that sort of helped me with self-harm is realising that it's a choice. And that sounds so simple, but the amount of people who say, I'm addicted, right? That's not physically possible. And anyway, right, let's just not even go there. You don't have to. I know, I understand fucking crazy emotions, but you take a second, you step back and you think, that's a choice I'm making. Everything you do is a choice. Anything that you do that damages you is a choice that you are making. You are not You don't have to. Understand that your head is telling you to, and that it feels overwhelming. It feels like you have to, but you just drum into your own head that this is a choice you're making. And if I make this choice, then this will happen, and this will happen, you know? Make yourself think that. Make yourself train your brain to remember that that is a choice, and the consequences are because you've made that choice. Choices. Everything you do is a choice. Remember that. Just, that's really simple, and it sounds so like, well, obviously. But I know that you probably don't think of it like that, and I didn't, you know, for a really long time. And it helps. It helps with everything to remember that it's a choice. Don't let pride get in the way of things. Like, ask for help if you need it. Because, like, when people ask you for help, do you think you're weak and you're a prick? Or do you think, okay, I'll help you? You know, I'm sure even, and I'm quite cold, and I'm not very I'm not a kind, caring person by nature, but if someone asks me for help, I'll do it, and I'm not going to think, ugh. You know, and I'm sure that you don't either, but you think that about yourself. You think that that's how people will think of you. Well, they probably won't. And if they do, they'll probably help you anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, if you need help with something, then ask for it, and you'll probably get it. And if you don't, ask someone else. I think that's important. Yeah, actually, basically in a lot of situations, don't project your thoughts about yourself onto other people. The way you think people are going to react to you or think about you is probably inaccurate, you know? Think about how you would think of someone in that situation. That's going to be probably a lot more accurate than... I hope that you understood what I just said, because I can't really remember how to say things. Surround yourself with people that you love. And don't waste time on people that you don't love. And don't waste time trying to impress people. Because even if they are impressed, it doesn't really fucking matter. I think that maybe I should just leave it at that. Because this is like 7 minutes long, and I'm pretty sure I've only said like 3 decent things. Goodbye.